That is not the one. Okay. So, welcome back to another video. So, been a while. That's why I want to do my own Banlist take. I haven't been playing too much in the format, but I've been studying it. But I wanted to go ahead and give my take in the format. What I think, what a potential Banlist could look like. So, let's go to just start off with some bands. This one's a little copium. I legitimately just think it's copium. Um, Legitimately just think it's copium. I just don't think it's realistic. Um, now, I just don't think it's realistic. I think it's gonna stay at 3. But in a good world, this does get banned. I just don't think this is a healthy floodgate for the game. Now, people go, oh, what about Droll and Lockbird? I think Droll and Lockbird is healthy in the game. I think it's not niche, but I do think if your deck is losing to Droll and Lockbird, there's a good chance it was going to it was about to get really degenerate. That's all I'm gonna say. So if your deck like hard loses to Droll and Lockbird, 9 times out of 10 it was about to get really degenerate, and I hate to say it, but you sort of do deserve to. I legitimately just think that deck does deserve to not. I legitimately just think your deck deserves to lose to Joel if it loses to Joel, and I think Joel's just a healthy card in the game. Anybody can play it. Do I think it can be a little BS? If you're, I mean, do I think it's broken? Yes, but it's only broken in the format it's calling for it, right? It's not a card that you throw in your. It's not a main deck stay in your deck every time. It could be a very good side deck card. Every format, maybe, sure, but main deck worthy every format. I don't think that's the case. People are calling for a Lancia ban. I think Lancia is one of those cards where it's very format dependent. If your deck is losing to Lancia, I do think he was also about to do something degenerate. Same thing with Droll. If Lancia's in the format, just know that there is a banished deck, yes, and most of the time, whenever there's a banished deck in the format and Lancia sort of shits on it, just know it was about to be doing something really degenerate. Malice, one card combo, Dormouse. No matter what line you're going, whether it's like a Battle Coup of Griffin or like the Firewall Terahertz combo, just know it's all degenerate. It's a big wombo combo spam board, and I legitimately think that yes. So those are like some cards that where like you talk about getting it banned. These are always gonna talk about getting banned whenever, mainly not Lancia, but whenever Lancia is getting banned, it's because the players playing the decks that lose to Lancia want it banned. Um, Now let's go ahead and talk about the Fiendsmith engine, the elephant in the room. Um, so my opinion is, I think you leave Close Moon at 3. Like you literally just don't touch it. If you touch Close Moon, you gotta touch Extra on Night. You gotta literally touch like every single generic like extra like Fiend monster, or it's like any like generic extra like Fiend monster. I legitimately just think like you just just no, just no, just not. Um, I just don't think there's a word where you gotta do this at all whatsoever. I didn't put Fable Lurie here because I think there's a different way you can hit the Fiendsmith engine. Like, granted, one of these two are secret rares. I legitimately just think, like, you can always not touch this at all whatsoever. Um, there's an argument to maybe ban Lurie, but it's just like, we'll find a like way to replace the Lurie or whatever. Like it really doesn't matter too much. Like granted, I think maybe there's an argument where like you play there's an argument where like you don't have to play like the tract or whatever. You can like I don't know, man. Like it's weird. Like maybe like I don't know. Like I literally just don't think you gotta ban Lurie. I think you just ban Lacrima because like before Lacrima came out, the Fiendsmith engine actually felt fair in a way aside from a certain card on this list. Not gonna tell who. Um, but this card right here, like the fact that it also gives you like an interruption through the fact that it like, is a potential Caesar or the potential Desiree, which the Desiree is like the Desiree is broken. Don't get me wrong. I think Desiree is a broken boss monster, but like it's acceptable to nib. Like it doesn't negate nib. Like it doesn't like force out nib. Like you could do like if like unless like the opponent like has like a boss monster that can negate nib and like the archetype. I legitimately just think that this right here, like this right here, just like yeah. I legitimately just think like you also ban this as well. Like I legitimately just, like people go, oh, but like it was only ever played on Unchained. Okay, so here's the thing that it's not super generic, but it's generic enough to where it's like why? Like why do we let a card like this that's not even played in actual DDDs? About what I'm told by DDD players that I know, which is only one, but still that's enough to justify this. Pure DDD does like DDDs doesn't even play this in their own deck. So it's like why keep it legal if it's generic enough? Because like every single time you print out level 6 fiends, it's like now you gotta like think about okay, will Caesar be able to be broken in this deck? If you can, if they, the deck has two level, if the deck can put two level 6 fiends on the board, yes, Caesar will be made in that deck 100%. Because of the simple fact that Caesar does play around nib, but it's just also a good inboard piece. And in my opinion, like granted, like it's not good on its own, but paired up to a board and just it's just a card I think needs to go. And then Lacrima like makes it easier to set it up. Not really, like you still set it up with the Fiendsmith, like with the Engraver, so that's why I think you just ban both of these. But the Lacrima, it also gives you the trap card interaction too. So let's just think about that. Like the trap card was never played until this card came out to fruition. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Um, but before this came out, the engine felt fair aside from maybe Caesar made, but then like if Caesar was made on its own, it's like, oh, this is the big old nothing burger. Um, so I think this is how this is how I would tackle the Fiend. I would love to see this happen with the Fiendsmith engine because I think the Fiendsmith engine's fair. And to be honest, I just don't see, I just don't want to see them hit Lurie. Um, because like I think Engraver, like I think like the three Engraver one track, maybe two track, is fair on its own right. I think it's pretty cool. I actually like the I like the interaction that Engraver and like the links and all that give. I just don't like Lurie, and I not Lurie, but I don't like Lacrima, and I don't like Caesar. Um, I think you just ban both of these, and like I think we'll be chilling. Um, now let's talk about some limits. Boom, boom. Boom. I think we finally did it. I legitimately think we will see these on the limit list. Maybe at least these two. I could see them maybe doing something like this, but I could see them like leaving it alone for now because it's a branded card. But like I can legitimately just see them like doing this because like, you got like Malice List playing like 2 to 3 of these things, and it's yeah, it's OD. Um, yeah, just like I legitimately just see this like being the case. And then like some like and then like cards that like will be like I think like will just come off the ban list like limited wise. I think like I legitimately just think like this needs to happen. Like this needs to just go ahead and happen. Like why are they on the ban list? They'll just go ahead and free them. They're not really doing anything. Like they won't do anything. Like cool to see them off the ban list. They're going maybe because of cool shenanigans, but like aside from this, like it's just a nothing burger. Let's be honest. Um, and then I wanna and then Bonfire is like more like preparing for like Ryziel. Like it's like a Ryziel hit. I just because here's the thing, you're gonna have seven. So you're about to have 7 Tachyon. You're about to have 7 Tachyon, and like Ryziel's a problem. Now you don't want to hit the main deck yet, just because of the fact like you got the new support coming out, and they got the 7 Tachyon cards, and like the biggest buyers of that will be the competitive players, of course. Because it'll be very good in their in their Ryziel decks. But I could see a world where like Konami like knows this is a thing, so I could see them maybe doing. I could see them either doing. I could see them doing this. I can legit see them doing this. Um, Here's another card. I think like if you start hitting all these bestials, I think you can start bringing this back. I think you can bring this up one. Um, this seems a little scary, but like D-Link's dead, bro. Like D-Link's dead, and then like if you're doing this number, oh Mag will stay at one. I think they'll keep Mag at one, but like this right here, like this will like put a nail in the coffin. Like this is like putting a nail in the coffin for D-Link if there's any D-Link left at all. Uh, Maybe there's a world where you like use splashes and like just, like maybe you're like Mal's deck that you want to like try and get more bestials. Um, and then on top of that too, so you know like bestials. I'm thinking something like this. Like I think okay like because like there's like a world where I just think like Bellion like is like like that will be abused if you start limiting all these to where like you can start out at least mag on like your opponent's like on your turn. And then like you can also set up regain plays as well that way is if you really want to. Um and like I can see this going down to two, I can see this coming up to two. In all reality I think this might just stay at one though. I don't think Konami will do it yet. I don't know. If they do, that would be nice. But I wouldn't be shocked if it stays here. But this is also my copium list too. I legitimately think like this, yes, yes, yes. Um I don't think it's gonna be a big ban list. That's the thing. I think what they'll do is that they'll definitely ban. I legitimately just want these two banned. This is my biggest beef with Smith Engine. These two just need to go. These two need to go. I think Desiree's fine. I think Desiree like if the engine gives you a way to play around Nib, I don't think it's healthy. Granted, this uses the board breakers, but whenever you got this paired along the detonator, there's an issue there. And then obviously the Bestials are a problem. Like we see this during this format with Malice. Like they're just really good extenders in their deck, and then like in the deck, and then like just like as hand traps too, they're broken. Like we knew this during Killerman's format. We thought it would happen sooner than later, but I think this is fine in the format where it happens. This is like I just think they should come up at least a one. In our reality, this can happen, but like I can see Konami doing this. But yeah, let me do some copium. Like at least bring this to three. Like, good lord, like pure Zodiac is not a deck, bro. If it is, like, it's not gonna be that great. Like, it might be good, like rogue strategy, sure, but like, I just don't think it's gonna happen. As long as Bravo doesn't come back, but like, then again, like, even like Bravo comes back, well, no, let me not, because I'm gonna get hate comments if I say that. And then I think two bonfire. I want to see a world where it just gets eliminated, but like two bonfire, I can see happening maybe. I can see two Lebellion if they decide to bring back two Chaos Space. If not, I can see this happening, but I see a world where like Lebellion starts working his way on down the ban list. I don't think it'll work his way down to one all the way, but if it does, that'll be nice. And then like you can just bring this back to three. Um, yeah. And then I don't think this Joel will just be here. Like it's just like Konami knows like this is like a card where like if this card's in the format, it's not Droll was the problem, it's the format that's the problem. And Lancia, like if you say this needs to get banned, stop it. Your cope. Close Moon, I just think Close Moon's fine. If you're playing Close Moon, you gotta play an extra on 9. Then you start banning like every other card that like makes a generic like Fiend. I don't think Nightmare Griffin will be banned. I don't think it's gonna get banned if it does get banned. I mean like I would cry personally, but like I wouldn't be shocked if it did for whatever reason. I would have put it past Konami. Engraver, I think Engraver can stay. Plus, also like you also gotta think about it too. Konami needs like reprint value off of Engraver, at least that card alone. As we know, Ulti reprints hasn't been announced in like any like bonanzas or whatever. I think it's gonna come into like the tens at the end of the year. That's me personally. I think Dryden can grab that to three. To be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if Konami does this, but I would love to see this because like Pure Zodiac is not gonna be that oppressive. Like, maybe that you could leave Rap Pure banned if you want to like bring this back to 3, or do that. But like, I legitimately just think 101 would be fine, and like, if you want to do this, that's fine. I think you can do this and test the waters and see how it goes, and then for whatever reason, if it does cause a problem, you can just put these back. And like, I still think Dryden can like I think Dryden can stay, but like if you could test the waters with these two and like these cause problems, you just do this on a new list. But aside from that, this is my ban list take video. Is it bad takes? Most likely. Um, aside from that, um, this is Perfect Nasty with a ban list video.